Hello everyone, and welcome to Xenbox. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through how to create bots that can automate tasks on almost any website. So, what exactly are these bots? They're simple workflows that open a website, perform specific actions, such as filling forms, clicking buttons, or sending data, and then exit once the automation is complete. Let's get started. First, I'll click the Create New button and then select Bot. Now, I need to give the bot a name. For this demonstration, I'll call it Test. Next, I'll add a description. This helps me remember what the bot does. For now, I'll just call it Simple Test. At this point, I need to choose the bot type. There are two options, LaunchBot or ConnectBot. A LaunchBot controls the full browser lifecycle. It opens the browser, runs the automation, and then closes the browser when finished. A ConnectBot, on the other hand, allows the user to manually launch the browser from the View Profile section, and then connect the bot to it. This makes it powerful for running repeated automations on the same browser session, especially in scheduler mode, which we'll cover in another video. For now, I'll select LaunchBot and click Create. Once the bot is created, I'm taken to the editor page. Since this is a LaunchBot, I need to tell it what website to visit. For this example, I'll use https://httpbin.org. It's important to always include https:// in front of the web address. After pasting the URL, I'll save my progress. Saving stores the workflow to Xenbox's cloud servers, so I can continue from any computer later. Now, I can choose whether or not to use a proxy. These are the proxies I've added earlier. For this tutorial, I'll keep it simple and proceed without a proxy. Next, let's look at the task menu. Tasks are the individual actions a bot can perform. For example, a task could navigate to a URL, fill an input field, click a button, take a screenshot, make a network request, upload a file, send data to Telegram, or even analyze or modify output with AI. Let's say I want the bot to fill 3 input fields and then click a button. To do this, I'll drag the Fill Input task from the menu and drop it into the workflow. Since I need 3 inputs, I'll duplicate it twice. Now, I'll connect the launch block to the first Fill Input task, then connect the tasks in sequence so the bot knows the correct order of execution. This brings us to an important concept, selectors. Selectors tell the bot exactly where on the web page to perform an action. Without them, the bot doesn't know which element to interact with. To get a selector, I simply open the target website, right-click on the element, and choose Inspect. The browser highlights the element in the code, and from there, I copy the selector. Back in Xenbox, I paste the selector into the task and then provide the value I want it to fill. For example, first input, John Doe. Second input, just like before, I'll right-click and copy the selector for this next field so the bot knows exactly where to type. Second input, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Third input, let's copy the selector for this third input as well, since we'll need it for the workflow. Third input, johndoe@gmail.com. Next, I want the bot to click a button. I'll drag a click element task into the workflow, connect it to the chain, and then repeat the same steps. Inspect the element, copy the selector, and paste it in. If I want multiple buttons clicked, I can duplicate the task and update each with the correct selector. I'll also add one more fill input task. Inspect the element, copy the selector, and paste it in. This time, the bot will type, "Deliver to my doorstep." Once again, I'll connect everything together. It's important to connect all tasks properly. Otherwise, the bot will throw an error saying there's a missing link. Now let's fix that by connecting the missing link. Perfect. And now that everything is connected, I will simply save my progress. Before I test, I'll add a delay task at the end. This tells the bot to wait a specific number of seconds before closing the browser. For example, I'll set it to 10 seconds. This allows me to observe the bot's work before the session ends. Now let's save our progress and test. I'll click Launch. Since there are no missing connections, the bot runs successfully. The browser opens, visits the website, fills in John Doe, enters the phone number, adds the email, clicks the required buttons, and then types "Deliver to my doorstep." It waits for 10 seconds and then closes, exactly as we configured. Finally, I can review the execution details. The dashboard shows the automation was successful, along with the time it took and all inputs used. And that's it. We've just created and tested our first bot. In the next video, I'll show you how to run automations multiple times with different input values using scheduler mode and spreadsheets. This allows you to scale automations efficiently, for example, by running the same workflow with different user data. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.